Hello Amakos family, welcome. This is Post Queen. My name is Witness. Guys, join us by subscribing our channel and make sure that you like the video, turn on notification bell. That is favor for us. And Kaizer Chiefs, one of those African most iconic football club, is currently navigating a period marked by inconsistent performance and a growing concern about internal discipline. A recent incident involving goalkeeper facing Ntwari, who received to be substituted during a crucial Carling knockout cup match, has sparked debate about players' authority, coaching, influence, and overall team culture. So in this turmoil, speculation has intensified around the potential appointment of renewed coach Mosimane with a decorated career that includes domestic and continental success. Mosimane is widely respected for his tactical expertise, leadership qualities, and no-nonsense approach to team management. This raises a compelling question: could Mosimane not only restore Kaizer Chiefs to winning ways, but also instill the discipline and professionalism needed to manage complex players' dynamic? This discussion explores the likelihood of Mosimane joining Amakos and examining his track record in managing player behavior, as Kaizer Chiefs considered a culture reset in pursuit of sustained success. So let's see what happened. In recent knockout match against Stellenbosch FC, Chiefs planned to substitute Ntwari with a Bruce Bufuma just before going to penalties at the end of extra time. Ntwari refused to come off. He gestured to the bench that he will stay on and face the penalty. He didn't stay on, save the first penalty, but eventually Chiefs lost shootout 5-4. So the club through interim coach Serikaz said they will handle the matter internal, and Kaizer Chiefs that Ntwari felt comfortable to stay and help in the shootout, implying his intention was good even if the behavior refusing substitution was not ideal. So before we proceed with anything, let's see his possibility to stay at Kaizer Chiefs. There is a real possibility that facing Ntwari will be out of Kaizer Chiefs in the near future, but not immediate and not necessary because just substitution is dead. So why first he could be out? First, his substitution reveals damage trust. Refusing to come off during a crucial knockout game, penalty shootout to Stellenbosch, is seen as undermining the coach and the bench. Even though Chiefs are handling it internal, it is clear the incident caused tension and raised questions about discipline and respect. Clubs don't easily forget that kind of public defense, especially when it lays the elimination. Not guaranteed as a first choice anymore. There are reports from inside the club that Chiefs are already rethinking the goalkeeping lineup. Bruce Bufuma and Brandon Peterson are reported being considered more serious. A loss of first choice status could make Ntwari seek on exit himself to find game time elsewhere, especially with pressure from his national team commitment to Rwanda. In foreign player quota pressure, Chiefs, like other PSL clubs, have limit on foreign players. Ntwari, being Rwandan, takes up one of those valuable spots. If he is no longer first choice, the club may prefer to use that foreign slot for a new outfield signing in January or next season. This often leads to foreign backup keepers being released. In public and media pressure, ex-coaches, pundits, and even fans have criticized the substitution refuse, calling it disrespectful. The situation has made Ntwari a controversial figure, which often pushes club to move players on, especially if the team isn't winning. So why he might not be out immediate? Chiefs haven't suspended or fined him publicly, and there is no confirmation of any formal disciplinary action yet. Coach Serikaz defended his extension, saying he wanted to help the team. The public might choose to give him another chance, especially if he accepts responsibility internal. So Chiefs may bench Ntwari temporarily and release in January transfer window. If tension remains or Bruce Bufuma platform well, Ntwari could be sold or loaned out by mid-2026. A match pattern could also happen if both sides agree it is best for his career to move elsewhere, especially if he wants regular time before a big tournament with Rwanda. If Ntwari is benched for 2 games after the international break, this is strong saying the club is preparing to move forward without him. And if he totally excluded from the squad, the writing may already be on the wall. So, is there any possibility that Mosimane, if he can join Kaizer Chiefs, he can change some behaviors of players? Firstly, there have been rumors and speculation that Mosimane may take over the Kaizer Chiefs. Mosimane himself has publicly said no formal offer from Kaizer Chiefs has been made, and some in media and former players or legends have urged Chiefs to bring him in, saying he has the credential to restore their form and improve standard. But as latest report, Chiefs have not indicated that they are in active negotiation with him. Mosimane also has expressed that returning to South Africa is not his top priority, depending on project and vision. So let's see about possibility if maybe they can win to have his sign. Chief management want a strong disciplinarian winner. If the club leadership is unhappy with the current standard, result, discipline and behavior, they might seek someone who has a strong record and clear expectation. Maybe Mosimane face that profile. Also, Mosimane being unavailable and interested, he likely weighs what the offer is: salary, project control over transfer, club banking, stability, and if Chief can offer a compelling project, he might be persuaded. Finally, media pressure. Chief are under pressure from supporters, media to improve. That could push their board to consider a high-profile coaching change. Contraction financial issues must negotiate with the Mosimane current obligation, contract, salary expectation, his technical team, etc. Chief must also be sure they can support his demanded standard, example in squad overhaul, discipline, backing from club heritage. So, would Mosimane change players' behavior and culture? Looking at his record, it is yes. Mosimane is generally considered one of the more disciplined, ambition in success-oriented coaches in Africa, Arab League. Some things that suggest he can make positive changes. Track record of winning. He has won many trophies, league titles, continental competition with the club that demand high standard. That tends to require strong discipline and expectation in training, professionalism, strong personality and leadership. Make commentators say if Mosimane comes, player will need to adapt a high standard of work, behavior, accountability that could help to reduce situation where players refuse to instruction or act differently. Strategy and culture building. In his public comment about Chief, when asked, he emphasized project plan from step 1, 2, and 3. That suggests he believes in laying foundation, not just reacting. Culture often comes from constant expectation, discipline, and follow thought. But also some challenges can caveats. Players already accustomed to a more lax culture, more recent change that is cause fraction, discipline improvement aren't instant. Also, the coach need full backing from club management. If board owners interfere or don't give resource for transfer discipline policies, the changes may be superficial. Some Mosimane recent job have often been short. Some critics say he hasn't always had stable tenure. Little that could affect how much time he has to instill culture. So if I were to rate it, I would say there is maybe 40 to 60 chance Mosimane could join Kaizer Chiefs in some future coaching cycle, depending on next season or two, especially if Chiefs continue underperforming and there is pressure for change. And I believe if he joins, there is decent chance he could positively impact players' behavior, including curbing public defense, enforcing players' discipline, and improving professionalism. So there is possibility this coach can change a lot of things in Kaizer Chiefs and make the club very, very amazing in different ways. So instead of Ntwari, chief of public commenting dealing with his matter internally behind closed the door, and the coach Cedric has down player to instant intent. Also, Let's see what will happen, by the way, but I'm not sure this player can spend in the next season or in the wind of January because of his behavior. It seems like not everyone in club have agree on him. Guys, thanks for joining. This is Sports Queen.